Hello Year 4, it's Miss Bellis here. How are you today? I hope you are well. We are going to be looking at a brand new chapter in our maths today, and it's on position and movement. First off, we're going to look at describing position. So here's our in focus, and here we have Charles. He lies on his bed and looks up at the ceiling, and he can see a fly. How can he tell the exact position of the fly? What strategies could he use? The walls of the room are marked yellow, blue, red, and green. How could he use the walls to tell the position of the fly? This picture suggests that the fly is 2 meters from the yellow wall and 3 meters from the green wall. How does this help? Let's have a look. Here, Charles and Holly have come up with an idea. The ceiling has now been divided up into a grid of equal units. Holly says 1 unit could be 1 metre, and Charles suggests using a letter to represent the fly. How does drawing a grid like this help us when describing the position of the fly? My friend says that the fly is 3 units from the blue wall. Is he correct or incorrect? What do you think? What about the red wall or the yellow wall? So let's have a look. Here, the children have taken a wall each to describe the position of the fly. Amira says the fly is 2 units from the yellow wall. Sam says the fly is 3 units from the blue wall. Lulu says it's 6 units from the red wall. And Elliot says it's 3 units from the green wall. Do you agree? Well, here we're asked what we think of their suggestions. Amira says the fly is 6 units from the red wall and 2 units from the yellow wall. So this does tell us the vertical or up and down position of the fly. Elliot says the fly is 3 units from the green wall and 3 units from the blue wall. This tells us the horizontal or side-to-side position of the fly. So Sam says, I think Charles must say how far the fly is from all 4 walls. But Holly doesn't agree. She says she doesn't think it's necessary to say how far the fly is from all 4 walls. Who is right? Could we just use 2 of the walls to describe the position? If I only knew that the fly was 3 units from the green wall and 6 units from the red wall, we can see that I can find the fly just from that. So here is our guided practice today, and we are shown 4 tourist attractions. We have a cathedral represented by a C, ancient ruins represented by an A, got a P for palace, and an M for museum. And here they are all shown on a map surrounded by roads W, X, Y, and Z. And it asks us to describe the location of each tourist attraction by describing its distance from the roads. So here's the cathedral. How could we describe where it is? How many units is it from road W, for example? How many units is it from road Y? How about road X or road Z? In 2, you have to describe the position of the vertices, that means the corners, of the triangle. But here, they only give you 2 lines. We have line X and line Y. So if we look at this bottom one, how far is it from Y? And how far is it from X? So here's the worksheet today. And in question 1, we're describing the position of the 4 children. They're all standing at different locations in the hall. So first is Charles, and you have to find out and then fill in how many units he is from each wall. So here he is on the grid. How many units is he from the north wall, the east wall, south wall, and the west walls? Then you do the same for the other children. And in question 2, you need to describe the position of the vertices or corners of rectangle ABCD and fill in these blanks here. So point A is how many units from line Y? And then how many units is it from line X? So here are the answers for question 1. And here are the answers for question 2. So here's a challenge for you. As always, you can choose to do the challenges or not. It's entirely up to you. So here we have an X line and a Y line, but we have no numbers on it. And we have these positions or descriptions, which are called coordinates, to describe the position of the blue dot. So if we look at the first one, could it be 3 units from one line and 5 from the other? Or could it be that this description works better? Or maybe this one? Have a go and see what you think. So last of all, I found quite a challenging maths game for you. This looks at decimals, which we've been doing quite recently, and also position. So this is how you play it. So you need a partner and a copy of the game board. We will be putting this on the website, and 2 different coloured pencils. So you decide who goes first, and then you take turns to choose a number from this grid and mark it on the spiral. So the spiral is like a giant number line. Here's 0 and it goes all the way to 1. So you need to decide where the number you choose will go on that spiral. You keep taking turns until one of you has marked 3 numbers which are next to each other. Can you work out a winning strategy? Does it matter who goes first? And does it matter which number you choose from? Have a go and see what you think. If you haven't got a partner, you could just challenge yourself by just trying to put these numbers on a spiral number line. So as ever, please do keep sending in your maths work. We love to see it, and I hope you have a really lovely day. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.